Welcome back to episode 22 of Off the Wall Podcast. I'm your host, Bobby, joined by Matt and Melo. Episode 22.
Yes,
Clayton
sir.
Kershaw episode, apparently.
Yes. Today we will take an hour to honor the great life and career of Clayton Kershaw.
What is he, dead? You're talking about?
No, he's. I don't know why that came out like that. Maybe it's because I know he's at the end of his career, but. Let's change the tone a little bit. Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
don't know.
Yeah, I mean, baseball's in full swing already. It's happening. Phillies suck again. Their pitching's terrible. Garrett Cole's terrible.
Yes.
Cody Bellinger's good, so that's fun for Melo. But
Dodgers are kicking ass, as I expected.
As everyone expected, I would say. Everyone expected that. Come on.
Yeah, it's still nice to see it though.
But they don't lead the league in wins though. The New York Mets do. New York Mets have 10 wins.
Who? No, I'm just kidding.
they do, and without DeGrom at all, and Scherzer's his first start wasn't incredible, but still, Tyler McGill has been insane so far.
He's ridiculous. He's taking the place of DeGrom, basically.
Yeah, for real.
Which is really cool. But yeah, I don't know. The Mets, they're good. We said this before the season that they should be a good team. Like on paper, they're a good team, but I feel like they're always good in April though.
Yeah.
And then
They did this in 2019 too. They had a good
Yeah.
April, and then they just fell apart.
yeah. So
Need to
I
see
don't know.
more.
Yeah, of course, but we'll call them the champions of April if they're okay with that.
Mhm.
I mean, it don't really matter. So I guess they're Patriots. That's not what their final goal is. So
Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, so we had a big week this week for Around the Diamond. Melo here turned into a big J journalist. An official.
Big journalist guy.
So yeah, got media pass, Around the Diamond, Melo, Dodger Stadium. Talk about that experience.
That was a dream come true. Because for years, I had always passed the Vince Scully press box, and I always told myself that one day I was going to go in there and actually do something. Excuse me. And I showed up early. I got an email late Tuesday night that my media credentials that I got accepted after I got denied for the first 6 games of the homestand. I was about to throw out the race card, but luckily we didn't have to go to that. We didn't have to go that far.
We'll save that for later.
We'll
save that for
yeah,
another time.
we'll save that for another time. I need it. If I don't get into the All-Star game or the postseason, I'll throw the race card out there. But it started off very nervous because when I showed up to park, my name wasn't on the list. So I was like, oh, shit. I thought that I was going to immediately get turned. But then the lady was so nice. She's like, well, clearly you're here for a reason. So just go park. I was like, thank you. So then I go up to the window. I pick up my credentials. She explains to me where to go. And then I went to the press box and I went onto the field. And unfortunately, it was a day game. It was a 12 o'clock game. So nobody was hitting. There was no BP that day for either side, which sucked. And then when the media came in, I went into the clubhouse for the first time. I lost my shit. I saw Kershaw's locker. I saw Mookie Betts' locker. I saw Freddie Freeman's locker. Walker
And you saw Trey
Buehler.
Turner's.
I saw Trey Turner's ass. I saw his body. Yeah. Yeah. That was something. That was something to see. But I had to immediately, get back into this game face that you're here to do a job. Let's not get distracted. What's that? TikTok, we must stay focused, my friend. Yeah. I was looking for Alex Vesia. If you're out there, hit me up. I don't know what happened. Thanks a lot, Dodgers. PR. help me again. But yeah, no, that was a great experience, and I hope I get back there again. And I got to see a Dodger win, so that was good.
Then you got to sit in the press box too.
Yes, and I ate the
I
food.
wasn't sure if you were going to,
Yeah,
but
because
then obviously
because because I was put down as an editor, even though I could barely read or write. I,
what is happening?
Yeah.
No, but then it had the around the diamond sticker
yeah,
thing.
it had the right. It said "Welcome around the diamond." That was so cool. And
But
then
where that was on the in the press box?
yeah, that was in the press box.
That
So
was like your
apparently,
spot?
like yeah, like we had assigned seats.
Okay.
We had assigned seats, and in the back there was like this big like pole, and then on there was like the seating chart, kind of, not really, but it was a seating chart, and in the top right corner it said my full name, and it said around the diamond. So that was really cool. I forgot to take a picture of that. I was very upset at myself, but we got the around the diamond, and then I ate their food. That was delicious.
What food? What food?
They had like chicken and potatoes, but like it was the top of and I only had to pay $9, and it was all you can eat. And I told myself that this was the cheapest thing at Dodger Stadium, so here's take my money right now and let me go help myself.
That's awesome.
And I
Who'd
had like
you sit next to?
I sat next to, I forgot his name, but he kind of lowballed me the whole day, so he doesn't deserve. He works for one of the local channels here in Los Angeles, and sometimes I do see him on the news. But I thought he just I sat next to him. We didn't really say anything. I tried striking up a conversation, but I quickly knew that. All right, sorry.
Yeah, you got caught a vibe.
Yeah,
that it wasn't.
yeah. Sorry, Mr. Hollywood. My bad. So he's on my list.
Okay. Yeah, he's on the
He's
list.
on my
We'll add
list. He's on my list.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll get to do that again. Crazy experience. Hopefully, me and Matt are able to as well. But awesome. You got to see a Freddie Freeman home run. And it was the day before, right? That he
Monday.
2 days. Okay.
His first game.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, that's what it was. So Monday night, Freddie Freeman faces the Braves in Dodger Stadium. His first at bat goes yard against the Atlanta Braves. Tough to see if you're a Braves fan. Not if you're a Dodgers
if you're a
fan.
Braves fan, yeah. I'm sorry. Funny story. I was actually selling beer to a Braves fan at the time when that home run was being hit. Because like he asked me what he wanted, and I gave it to him. And as I was reaching in the fridge, I heard everybody get excited, so I looked over to the TV, and both of us were watching it. And then as soon as he hit the home run, like you just saw his face, like, oh, fuck. Meanwhile, I took 5 minutes to high five everybody in the line, like yeah, chest bumping everybody, and this guy's still waiting for his beer. He's like, yeah, my beer. So, oh, my bad. Here you go. Enjoy the game.
That's awesome.
I'm a piece of shit like that.
That's right.
It's just insane how I'm sure Braves fans were like, oh yeah, we got this guy for the rest of his career. And then he comes over and joins not a rival really, but like sort of a rival in terms of
a villain,
like,
kind of. Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of. Like, because they're both like World Series competitive teams, and
right.
the fact that he just left the Braves and went right to the Dodgers. I'm sure Braves fans are a little salty about that, but obviously Melo has the opposite view because he's a Dodgers fan. He's pumped up beyond belief about it. So,
yeah. And let me say this, I hear all these Brave fans talking, oh, we have Matt Olson. You still want Freddie Freeman. Don't give me this crap. You take him in a heartbeat back. But I heard a lot of Braves fans over the week that they made the excuse, oh, we have Matt Olson. He's just as good, if not better. Shut up. No, he isn't.
Realistically, like baseball wise, like fan base, fandom favorites aside, Matt Olson is probably the right choice for the future since he's younger and all that. But to have your franchise guy leave, that kind of sucks. But anyway, I mean, Matt Olson, not doing bad.
No.
So I don't think not doing bad at all. Leading the league in hits, batting 400, 2 home runs, only 2 RBIs, but batting 400 through 50 at bats so far. It's kind of making Brave fans feel better. I would definitely.
Yeah, the whole week was surrounded by the return of Freddie Freeman against his old team that we just completely forgot that Matt Olson is hitting over 400. Life's a bitch, Atlanta. Sorry. Life's a bitch sometimes. Deal with it.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be a lot tougher for the Braves if Olsen just totally sucked this year. But obviously, he's off to a heated start, like you said, Bobby. So I don't think they need to worry about that. But
Yeah, it makes it easy. It makes the transition easier for sure.
definitely.
Another thing we have to talk about: a sad franchise, the Oakland A's.
The ball, New York Yankees. Oh,
Well, yes, that too.
just kidding.
But the Oakland A's, no one's going to the games. I think
Viva
it was
Las Vegas.
35 people, maybe something like that. we're at the game the other night. No, what was it, 2,700 or something like that?
I don't know the exact number, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, 2,703 on Wednesday night, whatever it was. But it's
And this is a
pathetic.
professional Major League Baseball team.
Yeah, I think
30
I saw.
teams.
Yes, saw their AAA team had like double their attendance that same day or whatever it was.
Damn.
But the thing is, this has nothing to do with the A's fans. Like, they have tons of fans. This is just more so of the fans just not happy with this organization. So it's kind of just like, basically like,
Rightfully so.
yeah,
Right?
like,
When you almost make the playoffs and then you just trade away your two best players and then trade away. Well, Sean Manaea could be their third best player. Trades him away too. They're just dumping everybody that they don't. It doesn't seem like they want to win. They don't spend any money. And it's not even like a money ball situation, like where they don't spend any money, but they're still good because they're not trying to be good either. So
correct. It sucks for A's fans. It really does. Because it's kind of like everyone's calling it like a boycott, kind of like they're protesting the ownership with this many people. I don't know if this is accurate. I saw that they upped the prices this year at the the tickets are more expensive than they were last year.
Well, how
something like
much are
that.
they now? Like,
I don't know. They can't be that expensive, since if you like get them, well,
get them
Melo,
out.
if you got them on SeatGeek, they would probably be cheaper.
yes.
Why
I
is
love
that?
how we just are so smooth transition into this. But
And if you use the promo code ATD, you get $20 off.
your first purchase. So go see an A's game.
Yeah.
Go see an A's game. Or you know what? Or don't see an A's game actually. Don't
Go see
support them.
Go
Don't
see a
support
Dodger
them.
game.
Yeah, go see a Dodger game.
Go see a Giants
Phillies.
game. Believe it
Go
or not.
see. Yeah. Go anywhere else. But save some money. Buy some tickets to any game you want. ATD $20 off. Love that.
And it doesn't have to be baseball.
Yeah, no, do whatever you want.
Exactly.
NBA playoffs are on right now.
They are.
Stupid Lakers.
Yeah. But that it just sucks. They're gonna have to move to a different city.
Viva Las Vegas.
And it sucks for the A's fans too. Like, it's just a shitty situation.
Yeah, it is. I mean, what did they do to deserve this? Obviously, that's sort of the life of a fan because you have to live and die by any of the team decisions. Obviously, fans have no say in team decisions, and that's how it should be. But fans, you gotta ride along with them. The Phillies were terrible for a long time. They're still not very hot this year to start, but I'm still a Phillies fan, so it just sucks when I can't imagine what it'd be like if the Phillies traded, Harper, Real Muto, Rhys Hoskins, Aaron Nola, Zach Wheeler, traded them all away and spent no money in free agency or anything.
Yeah.
So
It's embarrassing. It sucks. But another team who's kind of been like that, who we had discussed that we were very disappointed with them this offseason. The Cincinnati Reds have lost 9 games in a row and have now dropped to 2-11 on the season. So that's just
Here, I thought they were gonna do. I mean, totally all right because they beat the Braves. Were those first 2 wins against the Braves? I know one of them is against
Yeah.
the Braves.
Yeah, because they didn't. Well, I don't know who they played before the Dodgers, but they didn't. Dodgers swept them. I don't know
Yeah,
who they
they-
played before that.
their first series was against the
Braves.
Braves, yeah, and they won 2 out of 4, and then they've lost 2 to Cleveland, 4 to Dodgers, and 3 to San Diego.
Yeah. So Braves, what are you doing? The only team to get beat by the Reds so far.
Get your shit together.
But yeah, I don't know. Reds, we talked about this multiple times. It's basically the same thing with the A's, but just the National League version.
Yeah.
I guess there
Let
has
them
to
play
be
the
one in
Phillies
each.
or Yankees. Then they'll turn their season around. Let them face Garrett
Probably.
Cole.
Wow.
Yeah.
Batting
All right.
practice.
Yeah, okay, fine. We'll dive into that. We'll go all over the
Wait,
place.
hang on. I got one stat. Did you know that when the Dodgers swept the Reds over the weekend, they did the exact same thing to the Braves in 1975? That was the last time the Dodgers swept a 4-game series during the regular season. It was against the Reds. It was against the Reds in 1975, and it was on the exact same 4 dates as last weekend. I'm not
No
bullshitting.
way.
I'm not joking.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Heard that on the radio coming home from my good friend David Vassay.
Shout out David Veste.
Yes. Thanks for blowing me off on Wednesday.
Did you see him?
I saw him. We said hi. He's like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, this is what I meant when I'd see you again.
Oh, did you actually say that to him?
I
Or no?
wanted to. I just said what's up.
But did he knew who you were though? Or?
It took him a second, but he's like, oh yeah. Took him a second, but I was like, hey, I'll take it.
You think he said that to be nice, or do you
He
think
probably
he
said that
actually
to be nice. I think he said that to be nice.
But all right,
He's a busy guy.
yeah. All right, we'll dive into Garrett Cole real quick since Matt brought him up, and I'm gonna let off some steam. But right now, Garrett Cole is the 5th best starting pitcher, probably more than 5, but there are only 5 starting pitchers in the rotation currently. But if there were more, I'd probably put him lower. But
Hermit.
yeah, yep.
High
Through
hope.
3 starts, 6.35 ERA in 11 and a third innings in 3 starts. That's less than 4 innings per start. 12 strikeouts through 3 games so far. A 1.41 whip, and it's just horrible. I don't get it. At what?
That's-
Okay. I'm going to ask you guys this as a non-Yankees fan. I want to hear your take. At what point do you, are you going to say that he's not good? Or is this how many more starts is it that okay, this is actually a big problem? Or is it already a big problem?
Well, who were these starts against? I know one was
Boston.
Boston, yeah.
Boston,
which isn't-
Toronto, and the Tigers.
Okay. So Boston and Toronto is sort of understandable.
So
They're
the
good
la-
offense. But
His last start against I'm not sure if you guys know, but his last start against the Tigers, I don't know if you saw, an inning and 1 2/3. He only pitched 1 2/3, 5 walks, and 2 earned runs. I think it was the first time he ever had 5 walks in his career or something like that too.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure I saw that. But he had 80 something pitches, or no, 70 something pitches, like crazy, a crazy high, stupid number. It wasn't 80. It definitely wasn't 80, but it was just horrible. And that was against the Tigers. So, yeah.
I'd say at least if he has 2 more bad starts like this in a row, if he has a average or mediocre start or a good start in between, then it's all right, he just had a really bad start to the year. But if he has 2 more bad starts like this in a row, then it could be something to be concerned about.
And then what
Did
do you
all these
what?
games start late though? Like 4 minutes late or something like that? Is that why?
So it's funny because with the Tigers game the other day, it was in Detroit, so the Yankees were away, obviously, and the Yankees had a really long top of the first inning. And so me and my dad were
Oh
like,
my
"Oh, this is
God.
gonna screw him over," like making a joke, obviously. And then he he sucked. But it was such a long first half of the inning. That was when when they missed the pop up on the infield.
Oh yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And we know a catcher who would
Not
make
on the
that play, but
Marlins.
anyway. Yeah. So yeah,
I
I was
mean,
like,
what do you do if he has like 2 or 3 bad starts? What do you just say? Hey, you're playing like shit right now. Let's put him on the IL. Let him miss one start, catch
I could see
himself,
that.
and then
I
just
could
come
see that.
back.
I could see them
Like shoulder soreness or something like that. Hey, you're going on the 10-day. Just
yeah.
go find yourself again.
'Cause it's not like they're gonna put him on in the bullpen or like
No.
send him down or anything like
Double
that. They just release him.
Hey, if the A's want to sell more tickets. Oh, but you can also look at it glass half full. What if he's getting all these shitty starts out of the way now?
Sure.
A.
Sure.
No.
I guess.
Didn't he have a terrible start in his last start in spring training?
I don't remember.
I'm
I don't
thinking he
recall.
did. And then it was like, well, there's good pitchers who do this every year. It doesn't actually mean anything. Well, how it turns now that maybe it did actually mean something. But
He only pitched 2 games in spring training this year. March 27th and April 1st. March 27th, he had 2 innings, 3 earned, and gave up 2 home runs to the Pirates. And April 1st was 3 1/3 with 1 earned run. That was like a final tune-up before. That wasn't really like a big
okay.
start.
You can't make the excuse about spring training because every pitcher had to go through the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say once May rolls around and if it's like this, I don't know. It's just
I mean,
really
he's
bad.
still your guy. He's still
Oh
your
no, he
ace
is. No,
because you gave him all this money.
they're not gonna do anything about it.
Yeah.
But they can't we said they're not gonna it's probably gonna be like an IL stint if this continues. But a guy who is doing good, I'm sorry we're still talking about the Yankees, but I gotta give a shout out to Nestor Cortez. That guy is just ridiculous. Last year, I'm sure a lot of people thought it was a fluke that I think he had a 2.9 ERA through like 12 or 13 starts, and then he's pitching like an ace again this year. I don't know how, but the guy's just like a meme out there on the mound. And he's good. It's crazy. I don't know.
How
If you
weird
got
is it that if you're a Yankee fan that Garrett Cole gets off to a rough start, but then the rest of your pitching staff is pitching pretty good, and then
yeah,
like other years it's like okay, Garrett Cole's great, but then he doesn't get any help
exactly.
in these
Yeah.
against these other pitchers.
Yeah. Every other pitcher on the Yankees has been doing great so far, other than Garrett Cole. Like they have their ERA, I believe, is I think they're last time I checked, unless it changed. Yeah, they're still third in ERA in baseball. And if Garrett Cole if he was pitching normal, they would probably be number 1. But his 6 ERA isn't helping.
If he was using the sticky stuff, he'd be.
That too. But
Spider Tack shipment was delayed a little bit.
yes. But yeah, anyway.
And
Right.
I know I dump on Bobby's Yankees a lot, but I love watching Garrett Cole pitch. I really do.
Yeah.
Like all of last year, like anytime he pitches, I'm watching because he's just so fun to watch to me.
Now that's
I
how I feel about Nestor Cortez. He's must see TV.
Must see TV.
Anyway, let's move on.
Is he the captain or what? I'm just kidding.
Yes. Yeah, our captain's leaving, so
Oh,
let's go into some guys who have had crazy hot starts. We touched on Matt Olson, but another guy, Nolan Arenado.
good for
Insane.
Nolan.
He's batting like 400 too now, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Batting 400. But Nolan Arenado, Jose Ramirez, that we touched on last week. But Jose Ramirez is still batting 426.
Jesus Christ.
Insane.
426 with 4 home runs and 20 RBIs, which is ridiculous. No 1.302 OPS. Going for that MVP. Matt Olson, like we said, Wander Franco is batting 392 too. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see all these guys with hot starts. Seiya Suzuki, I think he had the highest OPS through 10. Did you guys see that? He had the highest OPS through 10 games
I heard about it.
in like Major League history or something like that. Yeah. Anyone else you guys want to give a shout out to?
Some of these players, when they come overseas, they just come over to the majors and just tear it up right away.
Yeah. I was surprised. I wasn't sure how he was going to do coming over because it's completely different over there. I feel like it's always a hitter. I feel like it's a hit or miss with these international guys.
Definitely. It's either like a Shohei or a Ichiro, or, I mean, I don't know that I could name any of the guys who failed because most of the times you don't even know their names. So, but it's cool to see him thrive like this for sure, and I'm sure it's great for the game too. Like, not that people from Japan probably are paying attention because Shohei's playing, but now even more, it opens up the market even more. So
Yeah, exactly. And it's good for the Cubs too. Gives them something to cheer
Look
about
forward to.
over
and
there. Yeah, exactly.
and Matt's fantasy team. It's also
Mhm.
good for Matt's fantasy team.
And I had him. He's my National League Rookie of the Year. I think. Matt, is that yours too?
Wow.
I
It
think
is
it was.
mine, I believe. Yes.
Cool.
I took Joey
But
Buck.
How's he
we'll
doing?
see.
Let's just say it's a long season.
Yeah, it's 162 game season for a reason.
Rookie of the Year is not one in April. It's one in September.
All right.
We're doing
Let's
shout
talk
outs.
about.
Shout out to
Oh.
Cody Bellinger real quick.
Oh yes, he's actually. Is he back?
I need to see more. I need to see a little bit more. But I'm very close to saying he's back.
But even if he doesn't like go back to,
He
like, if
doesn't need
he's
to.
good, if he's just good, he doesn't need to be great. That's just
Right.
gives him his confidence back.
He doesn't need to go out there and hit 40 home runs and drive in 120 guys. I just need this guy to hit for average. Just get on base. If you can get on base at least once every game, that's all I can ask for. And he leads the Dodgers in extra base hits. Multi-hit games too.
Wow, that's awesome.
So
Shout out Belly.
whatever he's smoking, just keep doing it.
Imagine he just stopped smoking weed, and that's why he's good. Or he stopped last year.
He figured it out.
And then he's like, "Oh my god, I need
Yeah,
it."
because it did smell a little bit in there when I was in the clubhouse. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, come on!
I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm not trying to get in trouble.
But one guy who is one hit away from 3,000 hits, Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Bobby.
Yeah, that was that was so funny. But the Yankees intentionally walked Miguel Cabrera when he's one hit away, and the fans went crazy. They were booing so loud. The Yankees suck chants. Wow, that wasn't English.
I mean,
Yankees suck chants all over.
I mean, you're not used to saying that.
Yeah, I guess. But that did suck for those fans.
I got an interesting little anecdote here. So Miguel Cabrera's first MLB hit was a home run. His 1,000th career MLB hit was a home run. His 2,000th MLB hit was a home run.
Wow.
Could he get his 3,000th MLB hit and make it a home run? That would be insane.
He better. That would be so cool.
They play the Rockies today.
Wait,
Where?
in Coors?
Oh,
Like,
hang
no,
on.
but
I should have had that ready. Damn it.
I want him to do it at home though.
Yeah,
It's in Detroit. It's in Detroit
Perfect. All right, he's going yard, guaranteed.
tonight.
Lock
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
389 feet to left field.
Okay.
Calling it. That's it.
Okay. We'll be watching. I got nothing to do today. Oh, actually, I take that back. But I'll be watching.
Okay. But yes, that would be very cool. Did you see AJ Hinch said that he was like expecting Boone to walk in that situation
Oh, okay.
just because it was the lefty after, and then they still gave up the runs anyway. But I feel bad for those Tigers fans though.
That went to the game like
Yeah.
expecting it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta get
because-
another kick.
Yeah, think of how many went or bought tickets like that day or the day before, thinking like, okay, this has to be the day. And then
They even
Yeah,
said
that-
that there's a bunch of kids who missed school, and then Miggy found out. He's like, "No, kids, go to school." Like, it's like, "No, I'm gonna come see you. I want to see you get 3,000."
and then he was laughing apparently after. Well, I'm sure he was pissed, but also
he was-
I'm sure he doesn't really. He's not too worried about it. Like he has to get another hit eventually.
Exactly. He's gonna get another hit. So
This weekend.
he said he just wanted some. Did you hear about this? He wanted some revenge against the Yankees because they said he was gonna be when he was a prospect. Still, they said he was gonna be a pitcher. The Yankees recruiting guys or minor league said he was gonna be a pitcher.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. That's a real
Wow.
thing.
I did not know that. So he wanted to get revenge on him. That's funny.
And then Aaron
Well,
Boone said it cost him Miggy cost them a trip to the World Series and whatever year that was. and that's why they walked him. They wanted to get against the Yankees.
Probably. And I remember. Do you remember that fight Mickey had against the Yankees a few years back? Him and do you remember Austin Romine, the old Yankees catcher?
Oh my god.
They fought at home plate a few years back. Mickey, I remember.
Did one of the Romines play for the Tigers? Was that Andrew Romine or was that Austin?
I think Austin actually might have went to go play with them,
Wow.
or it may be Andrew. I forgot which one it was. No, you know what? It was Andrew, because he was on that team. He was on that Tigers team when they fought.
Oh,
I remember that. But yeah, that was I forgot what year that was. But I remember that was like a game where both teams were just throwing at each other so much. Like it was out of control. And then yeah. So I'm sure he wanted to get it. It
Did you
was
guys see the
2017.
Did you guys see the wide shot where Miggy's like at the plate and then it's the dugout and then the fans behind, like they're all standing, and then right when he strikes out, like 3/4 of the people just start leaving
That's so funny.
because they probably went back to their actual seats or they had to go
Or-
use the bathroom.
Or just left.
Yeah,
But that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, Mickey hopefully will get it
this weekend.
today, tomorrow, I don't know, whatever it is.
We said by Mother's Day, so you're welcome for that.
Well, yeah, that was
we were
just an
regretting
absurd.
that.
Yeah,
Should have said
That
by
was
May 1st.
that was an absurd prediction. But they just came out yesterday or a couple days ago. Major League Baseball announced that ads on jerseys will officially begin in 2023, with the Padres being the first confirmed.
It's a little weird, but I mean, basketball already's got that. Soccer's already got it. The NFL, I don't think they do.
Only a matter of time.
Yeah, exactly. It's a huge moneymaker, so it makes sense as long as it's not to the point where it takes away from the jerseys too much.
Yeah, I don't think it
really
will,
care.
because the NBA one doesn't look bad.
No.
just a little just
In the
right over
corner.
top. Yeah.
And the Padres have the Motorola on the sleeve. I think that's what it was, right? It's not horrible, but it's still not ideal, obviously. But
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? It's expected.
I hate, and they started doing this, I think, in 2020 during the pandemic. They started putting ads on the field. I don't like that, personally. I
on
really
the
don't.
What do you mean on?
On the grass, like
Yeah,
you know where like the opening day logos are. You know how they
yeah,
put that?
yeah.
Well, they put them like right on top or next to them or something. I don't like that. Personally, I don't. So, baseball was the one sport for the longest time where I didn't have to see any ads on their jerseys. Now the NFL is the last sport because now the NHL does like they have the ads on their helmets now.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know that about NHL.
Yeah.
But I mean, what are you gonna do? It like you guys said, it's a moneymaker, and we see it in the other sports, and it's obviously working because everyone's doing it now. So
And the Dodgers actually their field might actually be called something different now.
no,
Yeah. That's
Wow.
news that next year like it'll still be called Dodger Stadium, but it'll be like Domino's Pizza Field at Dodger Stadium, something like that, something stupid like that.
that's so dumb. That's
So
ridiculous.
I will be in Dodgers HR on Monday.
That's ridiculous because like Dodger Stadium, that's an iconic
Yankee
like
Stadium
name.
too.
Yeah,
Can you imagine
like
if they called it something else?
I mean, probably eventually down the road they will, just because of the way everything's going. But
Aaron
like
Judge
Dodger
Field.
Stadium, yes. Why? They? Why would they call it that when he's not on the team anymore? But
Oh,
but yeah, like Dodger Stadium, Yankee Stadium, those are like iconic in baseball history. You can't change stuff like
Angel
that.
Stadium.
Yeah,
Hope they never change it. Disneyland Park or something like that. I don't know.
Mickey Mouse Land.
Mickey Mouse Land.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll figure out the jerseys. I don't think it won't be too bad, but it's just annoying that we have to change the jersey.
Can't wait to see DraftKings on the Mets jersey next year.
Yeah,
Something like that. Some gambling company's gonna get somewhere on a jersey next year.
definitely. And then, oh, we didn't talk about this guy yet. I know we're kind of bouncing all over the place, but Shohei Ohtani, it's just he's pretty good at this baseball thing.
Both sides of this baseball thing. His hitting since he gave his bat CPR really started speeding up here. He's gotten into it, gotten into the groove of things a little bit, and then pitching wise, also shout out to my fantasy team because I have him as a pitcher on my fantasy team. He's been stealing the show so far. Every time that he's been on the mound, he's done good, and especially was it last night against the Astros or 2 nights ago?
Yeah, 12
I think it was
strikeouts.
I think it was 2 nights ago.
Yeah, 12 Ks.
And then he had a perfect game going into fifth inning, something like that. Did you see? I love that clip when he struck out Michael Brantley, and then Brantley slammed the bat, and the broken bat piece like was on the ground, and he was like, he stopped. Shohei stopped in his tracks, and he like pointed at the bat to have him pick it up. But I don't know. He's just amazing. He really is.
Nothing new.
Yeah.
No surprise.
No, not at all. Yeah, he was the first starting pitcher in the modern era to bat twice in the top of the first inning before taking the mound.
That's
Insane.
incredible.
But he just continues to do Shohei Ohtani things whenever he steps on the mound.
Shout out to the Angels. They have the best record in the American League right now. 8-5.
I hope they keep it up.
Really
Really
like
hope
somebody said they're going to be good this year. Can't imagine who that would have been. Caught a lot of flack for that. I'll say that.
It's
You
April.
guys weren't on board.
It's
Hey,
April.
we're crowning the champs of April. Angels get the American League crown then.
All right, that's fair.
And Mike Trout's hurt right now.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Street clothes.
How he got hit? Did you see how he got hit the other day?
Didn't he get hit with a pitch?
With the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. it was so awkward because the ball was coming at his hip and he lowered his hands
Mm.
and it hit him in the hand that way. But if he just turned, it would have hit him like in like the leg or hip.
Does he
But then
wear like a hand guard?
no,
Like,
no, he
'cause
doesn't.
one thing I noticed is, okay, this is dumb, but on the MLB The Show 22 loading screen, Shohei, he wears a guard over the front of like his hand. And I was
Really?
like, okay, if it messes up your swing that much, I'd understand, but could that be something that players need to use more, like
I
Trout?
didn't even know that existed.
Me either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It was just such a freak thing. Like he wouldn't have gotten hurt if he just turned the right. Obviously, it's tough to say when you're not the one with a 90 mile an hour pitch coming at you, but like it was so low and he just turned the completely wrong way and lowered his hands. His hands were up at his head, like swinging, and then the pitch was coming at him and he put his hands down towards his hip and it hit him in the hand that way. Or wrist or whatever it was.
Just maybe his brain just couldn't recognize.
Yeah,
Just
I don't know.
turned off for a split second.
Yeah, he probably just reflex or whatever.
I'm gonna
but-
turn on this.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you guys want to touch on from this past week?
Phillies need to pick up their pitching, but what else is new?
Okay, and the Yankees need to pick up their hitting.
So we'll trade you. Well, I don't know. We don't want Garrett. We'll take Nestor Cortez and we'll give you. We'll give you Alec
Luis-
Bohm. Give you Alec Bohm.
Yes. Luis Severino too. He's been doing very well for the Yankees.
If we're gonna stay with my team, Dodgers, just keep doing what you're doing. Just stay healthy. Like their offense is clicking like at 60% right now. And when Mookie figures it out eventually, and when Muncy figures it out, this is gonna be scary. But just continue what you're doing. And the San Diego Padres Dodgers, it's not a rivalry. It's not a rivalry.
It's not a
I'm not-
rivalry without Tatis.
Right.
No, it's not a rivalry in general. It's just not. These Padre fans continue to push the narrative that this is a rivalry. It's not a rivalry. And we'll show why it isn't this weekend.
All right. What's the final? How's it break down? Is it a 3-game series? 2-game?
It's a 3-game series.
Okay. So is it gonna be a sweep?
I'll be
2-1?
nice. I'll just take it to 2 out of 3. I'll be nice. You Darvish probably win on Saturday.
I'm trying to think. Anything else that I want to touch on? I think that's really it, other than our homer.
Shout out Andrew Haney
opinions.
too.
Yeah, what's up with
Yeah.
that? Why is he an ace? How did the Dodgers fix him?
Because we fix everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I don't
It's
know.
more of like
Whatever. He just-
the race thing to do. Fix
Yeah.
pitchers.
Yeah,
Well, the Dodgers fix pitchers too.
apparently.
Sometimes. Not all the time.
Not Max Scherzer and his dead.
No.
arm, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Not you, Darvish, but they were cheating at the time. But
Anyway, I think that wraps up episode 22.
Yep.
All good. All right. See you guys next week for episode 23, the Fernando
Kirk-
Tatis Jr. episode.
Kirk Gibson episode. No, I'm just kidding.
Sure, him too. All right. See you guys next week.
See ya.
See ya.